think Jason is in the target house?
Damn sure hope so. CI says that he's been hanging with the occupants. Bailey's deployment with the National Guard ends soon. There's all I could do to get her to extend so she'd stay safe outside the country. All right, let's get this done. The stakes are very high. Jason is nothing if not persistent. He's psychotically persistent, and he has targeted the love of Nolan's life. So the stakes are very high, and when he thinks he's going to be able to do something about it, of course, that makes him feel like he's got to function, like he's taking care of the people he loves. But when it doesn't turn out, it's a loose end, and John can't have that. That is something I've been pitching for many years, born of Back to the Future, when Michael J. Fox takes the kids' little little apple cart scooter and makes a skateboard out of it. I was kind of surprised at how fast they go. I wasn't really prepared for that. I was not wearing a helmet. I tend not to get on a vehicle that requires balance, A, without a helmet, and B, at any speed I'm comfortable, any speed faster than I'm comfortable falling off of it. We were doing a nice little stunt on there where I ran right into a young lady, knocking her down on that scooter. It seems easy, but you're trying not to actually hurt somebody, and you're trying not to actually get hurt all at the same time. But it was nice to finally be able to do it. I'm telling you, I've been pitching that one for ages. It's an intense responsibility to have a job that requires holding a weapon and pointing it at people. There is a lot to consider. And one of those things is something I think that they landed very accurately on, which is where's that shot going to go? If you are to hit your suspect, or if it's to go through your suspect, where does it go then? Are you going to hurt somebody that you're not intending to hurt? So it is an intense responsibility, and it has to be a lot of calculations that are done in fractions of a second. So in that moment, time slows down for John. He wants a one shot, an accurate shot, and it's important because he certainly doesn't want that shot going into a nuclear device. What was the question? How important is it? It's important. It's a big deal. Yeah, certainly he needs it for himself. This is what his job is about, is being able to be reliable in these intense moments of danger. I think John will always lean towards, safety, but at the same time, Bailey is not a damsel in distress. She is a woman who can take care of herself. It kills John, of course, even though his job is to run directly into danger, as is hers. And one could arguably say she has more experience with it with the military as well. I will tell you that they are still solid going forward. There are going to be complications. There are going to be things that are problematic in their relationship, as there are in all relationships. That's I think part of that's reality. But this is something I don't think that drives a wedge between them. I think this is something that brings them closer together. It is certainly something they have to consider. They both have jobs where they run headlong into danger. John into the line of fire, and Bailey into literal fire. So certainly something that comes up. Frustrated. John is about justice. His career is about justice. And I think a bad guy getting away with something, that doesn't sit well with John. Celina, while being a very different kind of police officer, is a very capable police officer. And, John is her instructor. So he is giving her the tools that he believes she needs. But at the same time, she brings something of herself to the job. He's not creating a clone of himself. He certainly cannot. She is a strong personality as well. I think he feels pretty good about himself. He's not. I think it's. I think, looking at it reasonably, John, like everybody, has room for improvement, and I think Celina helps him along that path, letting him know, like, hey, man, you can back off a minute. Like, that's your job, is to back off at this point, and let me make a mistake if I have to. Good luck. Tough job. It's nice not being a rookie. I'm going to tell you that. It's nice not being a rookie anymore. It's nice being on the other side of that fence. It's nice calling someone boot rather than being called a boot. I would say that, Bailey and John don't harp on conversations about her ex-husband. And certainly she's been through a great deal in her relationship with Jason, but John doesn't know Jason the way she knows Jason. I feel sorry for the car. That lady's tough. We're going to see from people from seasons past, some guest stars that we have had in the past. Skip Tracer Randy will be coming back. What else can we tease? Jeez, I'm at a loss. I can't remember what I did last week. Anything else that I've been pitching? Not that I can think of. Here's one of my strengths. When the right person's in the right position, just kick back and let them do their job. And for me, that's Alexei. Alexei is really good at his job, really good at shaping this little universe that we've created. Something I do like to do is, whenever my characters are ultra cool, where something just pans out for them because they talk tough and they do, and things work out for them, I like to kick them in the crotch just a little bit. I like to just take the shine off the shiny. I just like to take the cool edge off, because me personally, I don't relate to being extremely cool. That is not my life. My life is a little more trips and pratfalls. So I like to make sure that my characters remain humble, and I do throw a little bit of that in now and again when my characters comes off as ultra cool. John does get shot in the end of season 6, and coming into the beginning of season 7, he's still kind of sporting an injury from that. He likes to say he's shot in the side, when everybody knows he was shot in the ass. And he'll say, well, yeah, but the side of my ass. Like, he just tries to put a bit of a polish on. He's trying to be cool about something that's really not cool. That's an interesting character, because he's so much fun to watch because he's hilarious. But if you watch his choices, he is intensely dangerous. So it's an interesting dichotomy. You like him, but he lulls you into a sense of comfort because you feel like he's funny and relaxed, and he is not. He is a terrible, terrible human. I certainly do a lot with Celina. John and Celina are, they're still. She's still finishing off her training at the top of season 7. So John spends a lot of time with Celina, and she is a very impressive police officer. Gray gives John a lot more credit than he used to. He's still the boss, and he still has no patience when, if anything, gets too out of his comfort zone. But John has proven himself on more than one occasion to be a good police officer and to have sensible judgment. So I think Gray gives him a lot more credit this season. However, he's still the boss. There's still a line in the sand between the two gentlemen. Oh, they keep that on the down low. He doesn't know much about that.